So we use a performance backwards approach. So we look at what the performance question is.
Yeah.
So the initial starting point is let's speak about the diet.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that they understand where the key macronutrients are coming from in the food.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I have had professional rugby players who don't realise that protein is found in chicken and fish. They think you can all get it in powders. That's genuine. So what we try and do is make sure that when we're working with these, we do everything we can to get the diet right.
Yeah.
But then there are certain targeted supplements that we will use at the right age, at the right time, so to correct deficiencies often in the diet.
Yeah.
So for example, I've done a lot of research at Liverpool John Moores showing that a lot of people these days are vitamin D deficient.
Yeah.
Now, it would probably be irresponsible to correct if we didn't correct that deficiency.
Yeah.
So, even though I'm a food first, I will use targeted supplements at the right time.
Yeah.
If a youngster can't get enough protein into the diet for some reason at the right age, then providing we've gone through the right risk assessment at the right time, we might use it. So we use them to fill holes in the diet rather than let's just jump in and give you a supplement program. We try and get the diet right first.
Yeah. I guess ultimately it's about creating habits, is it? Get their behaviour right in terms of preparing food and that sort of stuff, because some people probably can't be bothered to go through that, because it's hard work, right, to get to do things that way. Is that a challenge?
Yes. So we have a little mantra at Liverpool John Moores where I'm based, which is we talk about the 3 T's of nutrition. So the timing, the type and the total.
Yeah.
So we'll do a lot of work speaking with the youngsters about, are you getting your timing of your nutrition intake right? Are you getting the type of food right? Do you understand the different types of food? And then do you get the total amount of food right?
Yeah.
And we find that by focusing on the 3 T's of nutrition, it gets them into good habits. They start understanding how to create good menu plans, and suddenly you'll start to see people make incredible gains in strength, much more than they would looking to take the easy way.
Yeah.
But there's a young player I recently worked with who just told me he couldn't gain weight and was at his wit's end. And then you add up the amount of food he's eating, and it wasn't even enough to maintain weight.
Yeah.
So just simply by increasing the volume of food,
Yeah.
we ticked all the performance boxes just by starting with the basics.
Yeah.
I often find that if you start with the basics, you often don't need to go much further.
Yeah. Alex, you played professionally for how long? A long time, right?
14 years.
Yeah, so you started, what, late 90s?
Yeah.
Through to
2011.
So that's a pretty significant change in the professional game, actually, in that it was professional by name probably at the start.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew what they were doing. What changes have you seen in terms of the approach to both diet, supplements and, I guess, doping ultimately?
I think as a player, when I started in '98 as a professional, we were still training in the nights because, like you said, it was called professional, but you weren't training throughout the day. So a lot of the boys were doing jobs during the day, and then we'd have your sessions. So getting what you eat at the right time before and after training was hard work for a lot of them, but as it turned to day training and you had a schedule where we all come in for breakfast, you all had your recovery shakes and then lunch after, there was a massive change over the years, but at the start it was more of take this after training as a squad, and it wasn't individual. I think as most probably the last 7 years of my career, it got a lot more individual. They looked at it a lot more as an individual instead of as a group.
Yeah.
There was a tub of protein in the middle. Even the boys who needed to lose weight were taking it, and it was just some of it was full of sugar, which they shouldn't have been taking. And I think once they got that correct, there was a lot of benefits from it.
And do you think the players generally, their knowledge and understanding of what they improved, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, the scheme that I was on, I keep my haying all about it with. I but I got OCD, and I like to be organised with my diet and food, and that carries on now. After finishing, but if you're educated the right way of what to eat, when to eat, it's and every person is different with putting on weight. Where those boys could just hold it, where some boys, no matter what they took, would be stripped, so they come back pre-season a good weight. By Christmas they've lost a lot, and that is what they're eating and when they're eating it, and it's getting that balance right.
We've all got a responsibility to set realistic targets to youngsters.
Yeah.
You know, if I get a 90 kilogram back row who we know eventually might need to be 105, we've got to accept that that might take 2 to 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be expecting that player to do it in a season.
Yeah.
You know, it's unrealistic, and that's something that's really good with England rugby at the moment. But there's a great progression line, and people don't seem to be rushed through the system. Allowed time to gain that mass you need at the right time.